like a captain. But I'm just multitasking. So let's go click on the show so we can all fly high like a lad. Every City Sports Review Show. And with people you might know. You might learn something you ain't know. Every city, do you guys a flow? 502 is what you know. All I know is City Sports Review Show. I know you might be doing your work and stuff, but make sure you subscribe to the show. Every City Sports Review is a classic. Click on the latest to see what happened. All facts and never capping. Don't be sleeping, maybe only napping. We do not fold, we are not some napkins. I don't mean to control you like a captain. But I'm just multitasking. So let's go click on the show so we can all fly high like a lad. Every City Sports Review Show. And with people you might know. You might learn something you ain't know. Every city, do you guys a flow? 502 is what you know. All I know is City Sports Review Show. I know you might be doing your work and stuff, but make sure you subscribe to the show. Every City Sports Review is a classic. Click on the latest to see what happened. All facts and never capping. Don't be sleeping, maybe only napping. We do not fold, we are not some napkins. I don't mean to control you like a captain. But I'm just multitasking. So let's go click on the show so we can all fly high like a lad. Every City Sports Review Show. And with people you might know. You might learn something you ain't know. Every city, do you guys a flow? 502 is what you know. All I know is City Sports Review Show. I know you might be doing your work and stuff, but make sure you subscribe to the show.
What's going on, people? Welcome to Derby City Sports Review Show. Sorry for all that noise. I don't know what was going on with somebody, but how you doing? How you doing? What's going on, T-Rock?
Oh, not much, man. Just got in from playing some cornhole. It's hot outside.
Extremely.
It is hot.
Hot to be playing some cornhole.
Was y'all in the warehouse?
Well, I'm in a league, so I gotta. No, we was outside.
Oh wow, not even in the warehouse.
Like I'm in the elements.
Hot.
No. I came home straight to the shower. It was terrible. Terrible.
Ooh, yes, sir.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong, man. You survived it, man. You're good, man. Got that Gatorade.
Yeah, I'm here.
You know, make sure it's the real Gatorade.
That's all I was drinking.
Not the parlay Gatorade. What's going on, Don? How you doing?
I'm all right. Hey, it's hump day. You know what I'm saying? Hump day. So, on the downward to the weekend. So, hey, wait till the weekend.
I know that's right. You said it. You said it. Guys, what are follows that you should know by now, but for all the new people, go ahead and look at the bottom of the screen. You see what's going on. We're on X, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You don't stop, all that good stuff. So thank you guys for joining big time. Go ahead and follow, like, subscribe, all this kind of stuff like that. We have some shows that's coming up, and one of them is submission session. So what's looking like, my fellas? What's going on Sunday at 2:00?
Sunday, 2 o'clock. Submission sessions coming right. That's exactly what's about to come up. That's what we're going to be going over. What's going to happen is SummerSlam coming up for the first time ever. SummerSlam will be 2 nights. 2 nights of action for SummerSlam. Just like WrestleMania does every year now, SummerSlam is bringing it to you in New Jersey at the MetLife Stadium. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of action going on. So, yeah, we're going to go over all that and what's just happened in the sports world. You know, that's about it.
Cool. 2:00 on Sunday. Make sure you guys tune in on that one. Big time. It is what it is. All right, let's go ahead and hit the ground running. Hit the ground running like always. Let's go ahead and get into the college scoreboard, college sports, all that good stuff like that. And so, better up. Let's see what's going on with this one. Like I said, there's so much stuff on here. So let's go ahead and dive in. Woo! Well, another one bites the dust. We talked about this on Monday. Louisville bit the dust on Sunday. La Familia Abilene dry 71. La Familia 70. Uh, you hate the, that's why that ending's so tough, bro. Because stuff like this can happen. You have to get to that magic number. Now I seen where on social media people was like, hey, they got hoes, but then people were saying that Kentucky was cheating. Willie Cauley Stein try to, fake that injury, get somebody at the free
Fucking
throw line,
injury.
all this kind of stuff, trying his best to, get that dub. But my gosh, dude hit a deep three, cutthroat
Hey,
over. So this is the whole thing. It doesn't make a difference. And you guys can take your turn on this one too. This really ain't no question. This is just talking about the TBT. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter, like the Don says, how loaded your roster is. If they can't come together and do the little small things, the fundamental things, you will get beat. I don't care how many NBA players or professional players that Louisville had on their team, Kentucky had on their team. A loss, a loss. These dudes are just hungry too, and some of them done played, and some of them are still playing, so they just as hungry. But some of them also played longer together, so they know what's going on.
mm-hmm.
And yeah, so don't get caught up in who's on the roster because like Don and I dissect that the Louisville TBT and said, hey, first of all, you ain't have no shooters on the team. You gotta have something, right? And that's their biggest weakest link. But TBT and T Rock, you be able to talk about it, from even going to that game on Sunday. But this right here is I'm not shocked. You know what I'm saying? I think last year when they came together, it's just one of those things. You know what I'm saying? And I think everybody thought that this was gonna happen every year. Every year they're gonna come and meet. No, dude, there's other ballers out there that can ball. That's not household names,
Right.
especially around here. They don't care. They don't care how many 6'11", 7'1", whatever. Dude, you got to come out here and play some defense. If not, you're gonna get it in your eye like you did previously. T Rock, I want to go with you though. TBT, the whole experience, as far as like what we seen Kentucky Louisville out of it, and also your experience on Sunday going to the game.
um, the experience, it's always a good environment. Anytime you say you're going to, especially something Louisville related. Um, but what you notice when it comes to these games is that some of these teams execute a game plan. They actually have a game plan and to execute it. When you have like Louisville's team, the problem with Louisville's team is they had a game plan and didn't even try to execute it. If you watched any of that game, you noticed that big man would come up, set the screen, and post up the guard. You know what I mean? And that was the plan the whole time. Or somebody would dive, both the players would dive with him, leaving the 3-point shooter wide open. You know what I mean? So they came with a plan. But the thing about it is, I'm not saying you cannot practice and not have a plan, right?
Right, right.
They just didn't execute the plan. They're too busy just pointing fingers and getting down. And it took people like Chris Jones and heck, even a little bit of David Johnson just to try to get back in the game. You know what I'm saying? You had to have the dog came out, and what I'm saying, that pride hit. You know, um, but ultimately, like you said, they had no shooters, right? You had people that could shoot the ball. I was telling folks, I was like, man, I was like, the person that really needs to, that had the skill to probably take over the game was Jay Scrub.
Yeah.
But the problem was is that I mean, he can only do so much, right? He can get to the rim at will if he wanted to,
Mm-hmm.
but it was almost playing like a pack line. So what I'm saying, once you got to a certain point, you wasn't getting past that point,
Right, right.
and then nobody else was making themselves available, right? So now, what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, you gotta either force a shot up, and they letting them play. So now you gotta force a shot up and all that. You know what I mean? So I say all that to say that talent, great. You know what I'm saying? Loaded roster, great. I was happy with the team. I'm not saying I wasn't happy with the team. But what I am saying is that I truly believe that Luke and them had a game plan. They just never executed the game plan.
Also, one of their game plans I heard was they was hoping and trying their best to get Jordan on the team. Jordan War.
Mm-hmm.
As a shooter.
Yep.
6'8" shooter.
Yep.
You need more than, yeah, and that would have helped tremendously, but you need more than this one. And like I said, and I call them, I know Travis called them, I call them basically they scorers. You had a whole bunch of
Mm-hmm.
scorers out there. You didn't have shooters. And that's a
Yeah.
problem. That's a problem. I mean, because like you said, I'm gonna play zone too, pack line, all kinds of stuff. First of all, we're probably not in tip top shape. A lot of these teams, especially ones like La Familia and Deville, only practice a week. You ain't so you got to come in game shape. And Earl Clark wasn't there either. So
Well,
I mean, which it blew my mind that they didn't even mention that. They was stuck on trash, and I'm like, you do know Earl played and probably just got finished playing. Like it don't make no sense. That was crazy. Don, what you got?
You know me. Hell, once we lost, I mean, anything about the Ville, about Louisville, the players, whatever else, it excites me. So that's what had me excited for the Ville to get put together. But once they lost, I'm hurt. I mean, it didn't make no difference really. Like we said in the long run, it's old, but it's just the label. It's the nostalgia of bringing the players back together again, seeing them all like we love it. We a sports town. We love our cars like that. But once they lost, they lost. Oh well, it's disappointing. But then once Familia, once they lost, hey, I'm good. So hey, we lost, they lost. I'm good. I mean, they should have the way the game looked, they blew it. They definitely blew it. Willie Cauley Stein, I don't know what he was thinking, but dude, hey, he was clutch from that deep three. Once he hit that, that was yeah. So hey, in what was that? Memorial Coliseum?
Mm-hmm.
Sour taste. Oh well.
mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Mm-mm-mm.
it could be Louisville against Kentucky alumni, like 70-year-olds playing silent ball on top of the desk, and hey, Don going for the kill, baby. He don't care. He going for the
Yeah.
kill. He going for the kill.
They
Lord.
lost. They losers.
Woo! Sucky,
Mark those
sucky.
couches in Lexington.
Sucky, sucky. All right, we already know it's Among Us. This is good rock and roll big time. So we got the Louisville schedule up here. Predict the Louisville football record. Yeah, big time. So you got leading up, right, at the first game, August the 30th, you have EKU come to town. Followed by James Madison on the 5th. On the 20th, we got good old Bowling Green. So, that's that the first three is that SEC flavor, ain't it? Then you got Pitt,
Mm-hmm.
Virginia, at Miami, woo, Boston College at Virginia Tech, California comes to town, Clemson comes to town at SMU. Then last but not least, Kentucky. The amazing thing, dude, is they have 8 home games for all you tailgaters like we. Woo wee wee. 8 home
Yeah.
games, 4 games. You got some third, or we got Friday night games. You got breaks. You got all kinds of stuff. So you're gonna need them. You're gonna need to get rejuvenated because that's a lot of home games. So
Yeah.
predict the record. Let's see.
Mm.
Ooh. Don, what you thinking? I'll let you get a crack at it first.
I was writing them down as you were saying it, matter of fact. So make sure I got the right amount of games. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Should be
5,
12
6,
games.
7, 8, 9,
12.
10, 12. Yep. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm looking at a 10-2. 10-2.
Good season. Real good season. Great
Mm-hmm.
season. Regular season. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yes.
Who's the losses? No,
Yeah.
this don't be throwing numbers
That's for
out
my
there.
poss.
Don't throw no
I
numbers
know
out
it
there.
because the thing is, I looked at it. I had my possible when I was writing them down. I had my possibilities like halfway, so I was like deciding they could lose that. They really don't have to lose that, but I'm saying at the worst 10-2, and the losses could be against like S SMU and Miami.
Away games. Away games. Mm. Okay. Cool. T Rock, what you thinking?
I'm thinking more 9-3
Mm.
because they always lose to some little Rudy Poot team that they should not be losing to. And it's probably, if I'm being completely honest, it's probably going to be somebody like California or, you know what I'm saying, Clemson or something.
Ooh, but I'd rather have Clemson
Because,
because they at least they ranked high than California.
right,
Ooh.
right. Because, it's always something. You win the big game and then you lose, you know what I'm saying, to the
Yeah.
next, little team. So, I mean, I think, at first, I would say all the way to Virginia should be all wins. At Miami is going to be difficult. Um, I will concede that one. Boston College, your boy is now with who's he with now?
Florida
The
State.
quarterback,
Florida State.
Florida State. Yeah. So yeah.
Oh,
So you know, what I'm saying that
mm,
should be a good one.
I forgot about that.
Virginia Tech. Now we ain't played them in forever,
Right, and it's there.
in forever. Yeah, and it's there. And if I'm being honest, I haven't kept up with them much, but it'd be a team like that or California that we'd lose to. Um, Clemson, although that's a 50-50 game for me, and so is SMU. But they're
Mm-hmm.
late in the season, so you get some Lowrys on them by that time in the season too.
Some
So
lives, some
you know what
lives.
I'm saying, all of this some Lowrys. All
Lives.
this really depends. Honestly, all these wins really depend on, to me, the secondary because they get burnt sometimes. Long
Yeah,
plays, burnt.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna say 9
9-3.
to 3. That's just being optimistic. I'm gonna say
Right,
that's 9 to 3. That's just being optimistic.
right. I think one game that scares me is actually the first road game because you lead up with cupcakes. I mean, I know that
Yep.
Indiana pulled out what they scared ass.
Yeah.
They pulled out and they would have been up there.
Hmm.
They'd have been at home. We'd at least got, what I'm saying, a Power Five, team that went to the playoffs. Why not? Have confidence in your school. That scared me. To me, that'd be the one that gets us. As far as I think California is going to be on that mind. It's going to be like, nah, we need to take care of that. Which you never know because like you said with the Stanford thing. But that Pitt really that kind of irks me on that one. And also it's going to depend on how quickly, um, the new defensive players and Moss. What's he going to do? You know, the quarterback. So we'll see that. So I'm
Yep.
gonna say,
Exactly.
to me, I possible. I'm torn between 10-2, 11-1. But like you said, some teams gonna bite that ass, gonna get it. So I'm gonna go also with ten and
Usually
two.
is.
I'm gonna go 10-2, and I think we owe Miami, and they got Carson Beck, who's really not that good. He's not Cam Ward like they praying, even though they paid him $5 million. At Virginia Tech, that right there is gonna be hype. That's different. SMU,
Hmm.
do they still got their quarterback? You know what I'm saying? Like they coming fast and they gonna be
Hmm.
all balls out. You know what I'm saying? Without a doubt. So I think we get our revenge at Miami. Is at Virginia Tech, FSU, and maybe Pitt. So I'm gonna say since I said 10-2, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say at Virginia and SMU might bite us. I think we get Clemson's ass. We owe them anyway. Even though we won last year, we still owe them. We owe them for a while.
Yeah. We
You
up
know,
for a while, like you
we owe
said.
them for a while. You know.
Need to, they like catch up.
Yeah, yeah,
Catch
yeah.
up.
Come and get it. Speaking of catch up, and whoever made this schedule as far as with these teams and stuff, they ought to be shot with that one, bro. That look like hell.
Oh
Wait a
my
minute. Let me
gosh.
use my phone on this one because
Hold
they
on.
they ought to be ashamed of themselves with this
Yeah,
one. All right,
that's
so
what I was getting ready to do. Like,
yeah, Kentucky. They start off with Toledo at home. Then they got and then it's going back like this, back and forth, back and forth. They got Toledo at home. Then they got Ole Miss at home on the 6th. On the 13th, they have Eastern Michigan. Then on the 27th, they have South Carolina come to town. October, Georgia away. 18 at home, Texas come to town. The 25th, Tennessee comes to town. They go on the road to Auburn on the 1st. November the 8th, they have Florida Gators at home. Then I think it's Moorhead. No, Tennessee Tech at home. Vanderbilt away and Louisville away. Yeah, you know the thing about it is, and they do this a lot of times. You know, when they have a lot of these non-power five teams at the end of their schedule, I mean, I get it, that's cool. But if you banged up and beat up, you run a risk of not winning that game. You know, that right there. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'll go ahead and start this one. 1, 2, 3. They played 12 also, of course. I think Kentucky's going to end the season. Ooh, 3-9. 3-9. I'm not even gonna do the losses. I'll do the wins. I think they get Eastern Michigan. They get Texas Tech. And the Toledo game is going to come down to, and that's the first game. That's going to be probably tougher than what they think. Those are the 3 wins. All the other stuff, you know, I could have said 4-8 and throw Vandy, but since the Vandy game's away, and Kentucky may be beat up after they done play Texas, Tennessee, Florida, South Carolina, Georgia. How many players are going to be withstanding? How many good players are you going to have left? Will the quarterback make it to the end of the season? So 3-9. T-Rock, what you think?
I was thinking the same thing. Opposite of what my little prediction is. Like you said, I have Toledo, Eastern Michigan, and Tennessee Tech.
You
You
better
know what
get
I
them.
mean? I don't see them winning very many games in the conference at all.
Right. Right.
At all. Like I say, Vandy's away. Yeah, that and and Vandy got that behind before too. So you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Don't act like Vandy ain't never beat them. I'm
Then they
saying
beat them.
so.
They beat
Yeah,
them last year,
yeah.
didn't
I'm
they?
going. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. 3-9, 3-9. Beat up on Tennessee Tech and Simmons College and
Don.
that.
2-10.
Ooh,
2-10. I'm
okay.
giving them 2-10. Yeah. They like they're probably I'm saying they'll probably maybe beat Toledo because like you said, it's first game. I wouldn't be surprised they lose it. But Eastern Michigan they're gonna lose that.
Mm.
And they'll they'll beat Tennessee Tech. Yeah.
OVC.
I mean half the time they end up slipping up and maybe winning one SEC game or something like that.
It
But
better be
I
Vandy.
don't even think they're gonna slip up.
It better
I
be
don't even
Vandy.
think they're gonna slip up.
And you got to think.
So no, they
You
ain't
got.
beat
You got to
no
think.
conference.
The only ones you probably can get would be, as far as your best chance, is probably the road games. Vandy and at Auburn, because has Auburn ever bounced back from they horrible ass few years and shit? So I mean, those would be the ones you probably have the best chance of getting in the SEC. The rest of that stuff, dude, you in trouble. You in trouble, big time.
Hmm.
Woof.
Yeah,
Oh
he didn't even say they slip up and win. They slip up and lose.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's ugly. That's ugly. That is ugly.
Yeah,
What's going
usually you
on?
slip up and win. He like slip
Slip
up
up
and
and
lose.
lose. What's going on, D? Good evening, fellas. Good evening, fellas. real quick. All right, since we got it on here, Louisville, Kentucky prediction as of July the
Right now.
23rd. 23rd. Let's get it out there. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I got Louisville 49, Kentucky 14. T Rock.
Yes, that's. I was just thinking about the score from last year. Was that 41-14? Yeah, it's going to be very, very similar to. Um, and hell, the only reason why you got that 14 because again, secondary left people wide open. Otherwise,
Wide open.
it would have been
Wide
yeah, would have been terrible. As
Mile
a matter of fact, it was
wide.
the same dude they left wide open.
Wide.
Same dude.
Mouth
Yep.
wide open.
Yep.
But if everything is everything, though, yeah, you know what? We're gonna do this like Price is Right, right? You say 49.
49
We'll
14.
say. Uh, let's see here.
It's a damn shame we got to struggle to see how big the blowout's going to be.
You know what?
I'm putting this on
I want to
putting
say
this on a
50,
sticky note.
I want to say 50 something.
I came close.
I want to say 50 something.
I came close. 56.
Yeah.
I was thinking 56.
You going to over?
Yeah, that's kind of that's kind of what I'm thinking. The hell with it, yeah. Because I mean, our offense is going to be way better. Their defense is going to take a huge decline. Yes, going in the 50s, 56, 56. You know what? Because I think it's going to be bad there towards the end. Although Brom never wants to let up on the Kentucky team, but I give him 21.
He's got 56 to 21. Same margin.
56 to 21. And myself, the Don.
105 to nothing.
THED.
Like he's playing college football. EA Sports.
Man,
It's in the game.
I've already played against them, and I would have put down the exact same score that I beat them in the game, 42 to 10. Look,
Okay.
But you got a schedule of that Louisville plays Kentucky every single game, every single week. Every single week he's playing Kentucky. Like, God, mix it up a little bit. Mix it up.
The A-team.
How much more can I beat them by?
The JV, the freshmen.
Yeah, he
The
tried everything.
managers are playing them.
Strictly dynasty, everything. That's all right. I feel you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Do what you got to do. Let's get it. Louisville football, QB1 edition. Chris Redmond or Brian Brom. You know what? It's just marvelous, brother. When you can, because everybody know about the other quarterbacks that we have, but sometimes we forget about some of the other ones. Chris Redmond, legendary. Threw over 12,000 yards in his career. 84 TDs. Dude was marvelous in Conference USA. Ooh. A beast. I mean, Urban 8. Man, this is so many. Dude, I'm telling you, it is special. Special edition today. Brian Brom, don't forget, he threw over 10,000 yards. 71 TDs, only 24 interceptions. Man, we talking about, hey, like I said, we know about Teddy. We know about Lamar. We know all about that, right? LaFleur, all that stuff, right? Right here, Chris Redmond, Brian Brom, the Don, who you got? Let's go.
Man, like you said, the two leading passers in the history of Louisville football right there. I mean, if these guys didn't elevate their offense, I can't tell you who did. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I mean, it takes you so way back though, seeing Redmond and Ivan going at it, hitting him on slants and everything else. And Brom, whew, man, that offense he had also. Gosh, it's so hard with these two. Because both of them was gunslingers. So it was. Mm, I wanna I wanna give Brom the slight edge. I'm gonna give Brom the slight edge. I'm thinking he averaged, like I said, just even the less of the interceptions, but I think I won't say his was I'm trying to think of the word I'm looking for, but it's more historic. I don't know what it was, but the receivers, the action. It's so hard, man. But I'm going with Brom. I'm going with Brom. I mean, heck, these guys almost like you know two like lions going at it, and they in the field, and one of them got to win. But hey, it's Brom. I'm going with Brom. Brian Brom for the win for me.
T Rock.
Who was the running back Chris Redmond played with?
Shoot.
Yeah, I remember. Okay.
Mm.
Because here's why I asked.
Did he play with
96 to
Collins?
He threw for
99.
13.
Did he play with Leroy Collins? Remember the JUCO running back who was a monster
I
who had over
do, but I
1,000?
don't know. Yeah, yeah. Because here's the thing: he threw for 13,000,
He
right?
did play
Brom
with
threw
Leroy.
for 10,000, but Brom also. Oh yeah, okay. But Brom also played with Mel High guy too. You know what I mean?
Bush.
So with that, Bush
Bush.
exactly. So with that being said, you know what I mean? Like, who's to say if Bush wasn't there that he couldn't have thrown for the same thing, right? I mean, you had the ball, Michael Bush. You know what I'm saying? Them was instant yards. You might as well chalk it up. You know what I mean? So uh, I'm gonna go Brom as well. I don't know because I think for me, I remember. I think it just the Brom tenure just stayed in my head a lot longer. I guess you know what I'm saying that time of you know what I'm saying. I'm assuming that they both had the number one offense in the country because I know Brian Brom and them did.
Oh,
Even when
Randy
they
too.
dropped the game, I remember when yeah they had that interview and then Michael Bush like we still got the number one offense in the country. He's like yeah, he said that's all that mattered. And they kept on moving. So I'm just going to say Brom because just in my head, I just remember it. I just have more memorable moments, I guess, for me. But I love Redmond.
Woo!
God, I love Redmond.
Hey man, this ain't even. This is. I'm talking about. This is easy for me. It is. Um, don't forget, Petrino was on that staff too with John L. and Red.
Mm-hmm.
So you seeing the same offense. The difference is that Brom had probably more athletes with him. So it's going to
Mm-hmm.
run a little bit smoother. It's going to definitely look a little better. You Conference USA versus Conference USA 1 year, AAC, different stuff like that. So I mean, Bob Petrino came on fire. Brom was spectacular, less interceptions and all this stuff. I think Red had more pressure. When you're the guy, yes, you got Abin, you know what I'm saying, you got Collins and some other guys, but you had to perform. Brom can throw for 100 yards, 200 yards, and they still get 40 something points. Red threw over 3,000 yards 3 years. One of them top 4,000. Brom didn't have to do
Mm-hmm.
that. Not saying Brom couldn't do it. And to me,
Right.
Red was just on point. On point. Hell, that first year, probably most of them interceptions. I mean, period. You know what I'm saying? Adapting, you freshmen, things like that. We get it, understand. I just think to me, that Red had more pressure on him. And Red, that dude, he was that guy, man. You take Red out of that, that's a wrap. You go get somebody else, a quarterback, and put him in with Red, it ain't gonna look like that. Petrino, we know he's a guru. He was on their staff. He was offensive coordinator. You get him in. He showed you. He had other dudes. He had you guys believing Cantwell and all them was great.
That is true.
And
That
winning
is true.
and coming close to winning bowl games and all this kind of stuff. Big time. Uh, great players, big time. But I'm definitely riding with my Bulldog. Like I said, 3 years with over 3,000 yards. Immaculate, dude. Just immaculate. And 84 TDs, passing TDs. Yeah, I'm going Red, big time. Because I would love to see Red with Bush. Let's see Red with Uridia. Douglas.
Yeah.
I mean, Grady had Dion, but I'm saying like he had more weapons. Let's see what that look like. They don't tell it how many yards he would have had. Shit, Louisville been averaging about 60 points.
What's your
Go ahead.
best about this whole thing?
While you were saying
both Louisville natives.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's what they
both Louisville
And
natives.
it's funny.
Both Louisville natives is right. But there's only one dog.
Special.
There's only one dog. Only one dog on the screen.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you something. While you was talking about, Chris Redmond's the 4,000 yard year that he had, it was 1998. The man had 4,042 yards, but 29 touchdowns that year. But the crazy thing about it, what we wouldn't even think about, the man averaged 404 passing yards
a game. They wasn't playing all them games. A game, dude, is different. Special. But like T-Rock said, both of them Louisvillians. Both of them were successful. Red got that bling. Got that ship. Plus, Red been on the show. He a Bulldog, been on the show. I had to go with him. Big time. You earned it, though. Great players, both of them.
Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. I'm going to tell you who did went wrong, I think. Okay, well, if you watch the WNBA All-Star game, it's just reminiscent of the men. No defense, throwing up stuff, wanted to make a statement, pay us what you owe us. The number one vote getter didn't even play because she's hurt. So we talked about it. If this was going to suffer as far as the fans coming out, they came out, but still, probably some didn't because they knew Caitlin wasn't going to play. Like, I wouldn't even told them. I'd have been like, yeah, game time decision. I want all the bread. I probably would have told them. But the biggest thing that came with it is two things that really came out of the game. First of all, the game sucked. And I ain't talking about those are the two things. That one thing, the game sucked. They didn't care. When you look at the highlights, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm glad I didn't watch that. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is watch the highlights, right? But two things came out of it. Number one, pay us what you owe us. You see it on there. They wear shirts. We'll have fun wearing shirts, whatever. Get it. That's what we're gonna attack. But you had stud buds doing a 72-hour streaming to the NBA players who, they call them the self-stud buds. They actually play for the Lynx, Minnesota. And that was the highlight. They were showing them partying. They were showing everything, like the behind-the-scenes thing. It was live. It was like me on Facebook when I did the Erica's party, but that was on steroids because it was everywhere. Everything for 72 hours that really can draw people in to see what's going on. So, you know what I'm saying? Partying, acting funny, saying crazy stuff, whatever. The human sides, whatever, right? So, for them, they going to make money. Them two players are going to make money. And probably going to make way more money than they will in the WNBA. And if the WNBA is smart, they would go ahead and let them host different things or whatever. Because they had so many people. They had like 60,000 viewers watching them stream. Impressive. Payday, payday, payday. So you need to hook that up.
Hmm.
But pay us what you owe us. Do you know that Jackie Young is the highest paid WNBA player? Some of you guys don't even know who she is, right? She gets paid $252,000 a year, right? And some people boo, but I'll take that, but I ain't no WNBA player. You know what I'm saying? I'll take that. Give it there. I'll sign me up for that. But it's hard to make money when you 40 million in the hole. We talked about it. We talking about getting them first class or getting them commercial, not commercial flights, getting them jets, all this kind of stuff. People fail to realize that the WNBA is basically sponsored by the NBA, and you best believe it's tax write-offs. So how much are they willing to give? Right? You have to do, and then it's what is it? 3 month league? It's like a 3 month league,
Hmm.
right? Three and a half. Well, it depends on how far you go. 252 for what? 40 games? 30 games? Hey, and pay us what you owe us. Not everybody's getting that money. And if that's the case, it's going to be Caitlin Clark getting paid and Angel Reese and Asia Wilson and Stewie. It's going to be a select few. It's not going to be everybody. Some of y'all may lose some of that money. Because, like I said, how many of you guys knew who the hell Jackie Young was if you wasn't a Notre Dame fan? Right? Or if you wasn't a WNBA team that she plays for a fan. We don't know that. She's with the Vegas. They know it. Notre Dame know it. Some Louisville fans from being an ACC and all that may know it. You may lose some of your money if you pay us what you owe us. Dude, why you think all the heavy hitters are getting cut? Like people who are big names in college basketball that can't even make the roster. They get cut before the season. And so that is messed up. Like if you want to make sure that you get people to watch it, you got to get these college basketball stars on these teams. Because at least they'll be able to remember, okay, yeah, she was cold. It's just a matter of time for Halle Van Lift to be cut. You know what I'm saying? They gonna ride her for them fans. Angel wasn't totally wrong. Angel McCarthy wasn't totally wrong. That'll make you stick longer because you got a
Hmm.
following. But pay us what you look. We ain't got the numbers. We ain't privy to the numbers. But all I know is, as someone who's is a businessman, if I'm 40 in the hole, I might have to cut a couple teams. Hell, make this a Harlem Globetrotters. Have Caitlin play against everybody. Cause see, what is she worth? Let's put it that way. What is she worth? Because she's the only one who's selling out everything. I don't care who you. I don't care for the people. And I'm talking about from a business point of view. She and about four other ones are the only ones who probably can come in and demand and have leverage because they bring people out. The rest of y'all ain't gonna eat. I think they think that everybody's gonna eat. If Kate, no, 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 no. That's no, no, no. Good luck with that one, though. For real, good luck. And I know Don can't stand. Well, that is his favorite player. Don, what you thinking about the situation? And then I know Caitlin's your girl, so let's go.
Right, I'm pushing for Caitlyn to get as much money she can from the WNBA. But I'm thinking Caitlyn might be just a certain person to distribute money out and divide it up equally. So she was not going to be like LeBron. She's not going to try to take it all. She wants to be like, hey, I'm a part of all of us. All of us are in this together. So I want to divvy it up between some of us, all of us, and make all of us eat. I want all of us eat. I want everybody to get a little piece of the pie. So, Angel, we know she's going to get paid because it's the face. It's all about marketing right now in the WNBA. It's all about marketing. Who gets the fans? Who gets the followers? Who brings in who puts the fans in the seats. Now we know that she's going to be a have her, with so many Caitlyn, Paige Becker's,
Hmm.
um,
Connecticut
who else? You
girl.
got Angel, you got Asia, you got all the, the top stars. They're going to be the ones talking because with the contract in loom right now, you got the. So with that, I just don't know how they can come out with to pay us what you owe us. It's kind of like, no, we already owe. We already in the hole. We already in the red. We trying to get out of red. Like, come on, let's get back in black and get, good and positive. So something's gonna have to give. They're not going to get, of course, all that they asked them for. I mean, it's going to take time and bring him. I mean, they didn't even got money because they talking about expansion right now. But how can you even afford expansion if we are already in the hole? So women, y'all gonna have to give something to get something eventually. You're gonna have to lose to win. Something's gonna have to take. So
But you know
I don't
what?
know who's gonna be able to save you.
But you know what? And really, to be honest,
I,
but real quick, to be honest, you're already in the hole. I don't know how much. I mean, I know it's 40 mil, but also you done change. You remember they complained about the flights and different things like that. Um,
Travel, yeah.
that was the key. But really, you really need to add about a couple of. I hate to say that, and sometimes you got to be in the hole before you can come up. But the only reason I'm saying is that when college stars cannot make teams that everybody knows that they see more than you, that's an issue because you got a lot of older players that people don't even know what the hell is going on. Go ahead, T Rock.
well, as far as the expansion part, they intend to make it an 18-team league by 2030.
Hmm. Okay.
They also just sealed a $2.2 billion TV deal.
Sponsors.
Okay.
So that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. They don't care honestly if the WNBA is in the hole
Mm-mm.
because they see the $2.2 billion TV deal. They see the WNBA want to expand to an 18-team league. That's what they're saying. So if you got this billions of dollars and then you want to add more teams, why can't we get paid? Right? It's one of those situations for them at this point, at this juncture, where you got to spend money to make money,
Yep.
and that's
Ha-
what's eventually what's going to have to happen here.
got to.
You have to spend
Yeah.
money to make money.
Exactly.
I mean, people. I mean, you have to realize too, the NBA wasn't profitable until Bird and
Magic.
Magic stepped on the scene.
Yep.
The,
Yep.
the NBA started making money then. They was in the hole for like 30 years or
Right.
something. You know what I'm saying? I'm exaggerating, but I'm just saying. But they didn't make money
No.
until Bird and Magic,
Yep. And guess what came with them?
right?
TV deals and stuff.
Exactly, exactly. So you kind of hope that this is going to parallel that with since Andrew Reese and Caitlin Clark. You know what I'm saying? You kind of hope it parallels that for them. But you know what I'm saying? It's a waiting game. Nobody said you're not owed money. I don't think that's the thing. I think the thing is that we got to, as a business person, you got to be able to pay money, right? Nobody said you hadn't earned the money, but you have to have money to give. So we'll see how this new TV deal works out because I think this was like with Disney and what I'm saying, some like
Right.
ABC and
Yep.
all that old stuff, and what I'm saying, and we'll see how that works out, and we'll see what I'm saying what this expansion looks like.
True.
But they have to manufacture, like I was saying, they have to manufacture more stars. They
Need it.
have to. Yeah. I mean, like I said, when Bird and Magic became a thing, they manufactured more stars.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
this has got to be a thing.
And to piggyback off that, Bird and Magic was on people's mind because of what they did the year before in the championship game. College.
Exactly.
You
Yep.
have to make sure you have room for these college stars. That's what the people remember. Kind of like how you said, T Rock, with the Redmond and Brom situation.
I know he was good and great, but oh boy, resonate more recent memory, right?
Right.
So people's most recent memory is Paige Beckers, Caitlin Clark, uh, Angel Reese, stuff like that. Asia,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Asia Wilson. So like when you have some of these players, and I'm not saying that hey, you just only do college. No, you don't do that, but you got to make it marketable. And you know how it's marketable with Caitlin. You got to appeal to the people. You got to appeal to the masses. And if you don't, I mean, why do you think it's a basketball team in Connecticut? It's because UConn was rocking and rolling. The problem was WNBA dropped the ball because they probably should have had a team in Knoxville.
Yeah.
Tennessee fans is ridiculous. Should have had a
Oh man.
fan base in Louisville, WNBA in
Hmm.
Louisville. Now you have to really pay attention to what these college, who is selling out these college games, because you got to think it's not going to interrupt the college flow because they ain't playing at the same time. It's doable. It's doable, and you drop the ball. I mean, and Connecticut's been rocking and rolling for a while, but now their product is sucking as far as Connecticut Sun. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. But still, they're gonna back them up because they got enough Connecticut former players on the team. They always have them on the team to give you somebody to cheer for. They get it with that, but you drop the ball on them. So you're being greedy on certain things, not understanding and not promoting. You have to make sure that these fans are interested. Yes, when Caitlin Clark came in there, even though you had people who was doing it because she was white, people was doing it because she looked like Steph Curry, all this kind of stuff. You have to make sure who's gonna watch it. Either you hate her or love her. Angel Reese, me bounds. That's all she does. But you watch her, you
Me.
pay attention, you look, you want to see what she's doing, and then them old heads gotta understand these are the ones who's gonna make the money, bring the money to the table for you. But what they look like I said, I'm not paying 2, 3, 4 million for 40 games. I'm sorry, it's you're gonna get that off in endorsements yourself. The Nike deals that you got and Puma deals and Reeboks, that's what you're gonna get the big. But hey, give them some bread though. But I'm just saying everybody's not gonna get bread.
Mm-mm.
So good luck. Good luck with that. Especially on that bench, just chilling and high fiving people. Dude, you out of there. You ain't got a chance in hell. Good luck with that one
It is.
though.
Good luck with that one. Let's see. Some NFL. What we got here? Oh. Yeah, well, that didn't take long. Russell Wilson name, QB1. Giants fans, I'm sorry for you. I'm really not. I really don't care. I hope he's there. Throw interceptions. This is not the same dude that you thought in Seattle. Different stuff. Um, so we're not even gonna have a quarterback battle. We just naming him QB1 that quick. Like, damn, why you have Dart and who was it? Who they picked up somebody else anyway? So it's like, why are you not like letting them? Hell, they ain't even really done anything. It's one day in
Right.
practice,
Today, first day of practice.
and you already naming Russell Wilson. See that's why some people are just better offensive coordinators than head coaches. And the Bo whatever who came from Buffalo, he need to go back to Buffalo, be the offensive coordinator, whatever. Russell Wilson named QB1. T Rock, I know you worry about yours. You really don't give a shit about the Giants, but Mr. Russell.
It was just a foregone conclusion as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? You don't sign Russell Wilson and not make him QB1. It just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? I understand giving the other guys a chance and all that stuff, but they may get a chance maybe halfway through the season or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But out the gate, you're not, and you ain't gonna have Russell Wilson sitting on the bench while Jackson Dart out there throwing the ball around. It just doesn't make sense at this juncture, at this point. So get him out there on the field, see what happens, and then, like I said, halfway through the season, Jackson Dart might be out there.
right.
But yeah, it's just a foregone conclusion, man. That was always going to be the case.
You better hope the Dart is good enough to take over halfway or 3/4 away. If not, then you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Don,
Once I heard it, I was just like, it's Russell's will. It was already going to be Russell Wilson's job to lose, and he will lose it. Like they just named him. Like, okay, look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put Russell in. He's the QB1, and Russell, it's your job to lose this QB1. And
Right.
to me, he's going to lose it. Most definitely he will. That's just what Russell Wilson has got himself into. That's where he's at in his career now. His career is to step in and lose the job eventually, and then we're going to see the next thing up, and he will be sitting and watch from the sideline with a clipboard in his hand and a mic, piece, earphones and stuff. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Yeah, I see it. I see it happen.
He's and then he'll sign with Seattle to go ahead and close it out and retire.
Retire. Yeah.
It's retired, bro. I mean, I know him and Sierra keep on rolling tough though. It maybe he can't retire because they keep doing adult things. Adult things.
The house is getting full.
Yeah, full house, big time, full mansion, full mansion.
Right.
And she look like she's in her 20s still. So Russ, boy, you better keep playing, brother. Keep playing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Bengals president, foolishness. Talk about the first round select that they did. Stewart is still unsigned. He's basically saying that he does not want to. The clause basically was, if you get arrested, all that other years behind you is nothing. You ain't getting no guaranteed anything. It voids all that. So basically, you on standby, and we're going to determine if we're going to keep you, and then guaranteed is nothing. So that's the whole integral. He's like, why should we pay players who get locked up? He said basically that's what all their contracts stimulate. So, detrimental to the team, all that stuff. This is not a new thing. All these players had this in their contract.
Period. Not all of them.
Well, most of them. Most of them do.
Not
most
of
them do.
Players.
Most of them do. Most of them do. Because everybody that had some players that have been arrested and then came back or lost the job. Or lost the job. Straight hater right there, boy. Straight hater. Straight hater. My thing is,
check those criminal records, Kansas City.
Oh Lord Jesus. But anyway, for a rookie, come on, bro. You only got one sack last year at Texas A&M.
One.
So you gonna go ahead and just throw that money out, bro? He must know he gonna get locked up. I mean, come on, dude. Have a little bit of faith in yourself, bro. Something like, come on, man. I mean, and you're not gonna do anything anyway. I don't even know why the Bengals even picked him. And I ain't got a problem with those dudes saying like, hey, dude, this is what we do. This is nothing new. We're gonna be doing it after him. It is what it is. My thing is do you, Mr. Stewart, you might want to go ahead and fire your agent, dude. Because it's come to the time. If I'm damn, I got your draft rights. I ain't even messing with you. It's like, forget it, dude. We already starting. We're nowhere near close. You back in Texas A&M. You threatened to get back in the draft. Where you gonna go at anyway, bro? Like, you had one sack. What's going on, T-Rock? Why are we seeing this? And I don't blame Brown, even though Brown look like he's 100 years old.
Right. I don't understand why this is even a thing. Like, yes, we're not going to pay players to get locked up. I wouldn't pay nobody that got locked up. You know what I'm saying? Well, how's that work? You don't put something on his books? How is this supposed to work? You know what I mean? It doesn't make no damn sense, right? And at the same time, too, I mean, and Don had a point. You know what I'm saying? We have had some trouble on our team.
Star receiver, though, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We had some trouble on our team. But, you know what I'm saying? But there's all kind of criminals, you know what I'm saying? Some just steal money.
Oh.
So, anyway. Anyway.
Check the books. Check the book.
Check the books. Oh my God! But
Woo!
yeah,
But you know
but
what though?
anyway,
You treat
yeah,
every
this,
you
yeah,
treat every player fairly, but you don't
yes,
treat them the same.
yes,
That's the whole thing.
exactly.
You don't treat them the same, and
Agreed,
and,
agreed.
and, and that's the whole stuff. Go ahead, Don. I know you got a lot to add on that.
I mean, I'm not, because the thing is, I thought this fool's already back down Texas A&M. The thing about it, you come on, choke, suck it up, like you said, believe in yourself. Like, you must know, you got a clean history right now. I do believe that's what I saw.
Right.
So you just know that you just going to get in trouble. You just unbearably know that you cannot go out now. That you in the, you're a grown adult out there by yourself. Nobody's holding your hand, and you can't go out and not get locked up, arrested, or whatever the hell. That is ridiculous. Like, if you don't sign your, like, somebody need to just go holler at your daddy, because he needs to come like, son, if you don't sign that contract and get this over with,
Daddy, granddaddy, uncle, mama, auntie, somebody.
somebody, like, what are you thinking? And now you threatening, like, no. Do you think you're gonna go back to school and then get redrafted, and the next team is not going to have that on your contract? Like, it's going to be the same thing. Like, this, what is it, Groundhog Day? It's going to happen again and again. So,
Right. Right.
do you think you're going to get out of this bonding contract of you not getting arrested, and the contract will be not
Yes.
valid, and they could just be like, look, yeah, you done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you thinking, bro.
He must don't want to eat. I guess that he must be all right, bro. He must be cool. That's
So,
Apparently.
yeah, that's cool. Last thing before we wrapped up, I thought this was very interesting. This is highest paid at the positions, right? Woo! Quarterback Allen 250. Barkley only 30. It's fun the positions. Running back 36 million. Chase a receiver 112 million. McBride 43 million. Wirfs is offensive tackle 88.24 million. Trey Smith, Kansas City 70 million. Creed Humphrey, the center, another Kansas City 50 million. Stingley 89 million. Uh, Winfield Jr. 45 million. Garrett 123 million. Defensive tackle. Jones, another damn Kansas City that got money, 101 million.
mhm.
Well, Quan Smith, 60 million. But it's supposed to be Butker, 17.5. Another Kansas City. Boy, try
Mm.
hey, when you win it, you can do that, I guess.
Box.
When you win, you can do that.
You get
Uh,
extra money.
extra money.
Yeah,
And
right.
Petty ain't even on there. And he
Nope.
getting paid.
Yep, Rick kept renegotiating that contract to keep the folks on the team.
True, smart guy. He trying to win.
Very
He trying to
smart.
win.
Yeah. Not like
Exactly.
some people.
I did not know that that McBride was the highest. It's always like the last one to sign. You know what I'm saying? The last big star to sign is pretty much the highest. But damn, but just to look at the different levels, bro. Like pay us basically what we worth. And running back Barkley had only 36 mil.
Yeah,
That's
man, running backs don't get
nothing.
squat.
Nothing. Hell, are they the wait a minute?
Yeah.
They're the least. Are they least on here? Yeah. Well, the kicker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're the
Other than the
least.
kicker, yeah, because they
Yeah.
have an expiration date on.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy though, because you would think King Henry, hey, I done did this and all this, like you said, and even the kickers, they got an expiration date, like you said. Um, but everybody else, man, like I said, moms, these are the positions that you need: quarterback, offensive tackle, defensive ends, defensive tackle. That line play is serious. Those are the highest paid besides the quarterback and the receiver. Running backs, it looks good. It don't pay good. When the tight end can make more money than a star running back, that's that right there.
Mm.
That's
It's
everything you
troubling.
need to know.
Yeah, that's troubling, big time. Damn, Don, you and I, we ain't got nothing on that, bro. God dang.
Yeah, they hit our banks. They made sure we ain't paying it out like that. So other teams can pay out several gentlemen and make them the highest paid at their position. But now we try. They come hunting us down, going through our books and arresting people and suspending people and putting people on probation and stuff like that. But yeah, this
Stealing
is
money.
crazy though. I mean, they cried.
He said stealing money. Y'all washing money. They wash
You know what?
Go clean that money. With
Go
the
ahead.
We got
sport.
laundry. We got several laundry mats down in the over in the bay. Several laundry mats. we just-
Clipping it. They clipping it.
Clipping it.
Letting it dry.
I'll get it over there. Go to the casino over there. Let's go wash that money. Wash that money.
Yeah. I mean, it is though. I didn't think McBride. I was thinking George was up there, but didn't know McBride just said, let me get that highest paid. And what's McBride been in? He just out of his rookie contract.
Yeah. 43. Like, wow. But yeah, T-Rock, I mean, y'all doing it though, bro. Hey, but to me, if you win championships and you got that, pay the man. Pay the man, dude.
Yep. That's, what I'm saying. We gotta do what we gotta do. These are very important people we have to keep on this team. You know what I'm saying?
I'm surprised y'all keeping Bucker though. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't too. I mean, he wasn't our guy for the Ravens, who totally collapsed and
Yeah.
decided he wanted to be a New England owner.
Yeah. Well, my kicker just like to talk about women very poorly.
Yes, extremely.
Yeah, true. Very true.
But put the ball. You know what I'm saying? He got one job.
One job.
One job.
That's all. One job. Yeah, that's very interesting. Big time. T-Rock, what you leaving the people with?
Everybody have a fantastic weekend. Try to stay cool, and I'll holler at y'all soon.
The Don. Hold on. Let me get you together, Don.
Hey, let me tell you right now, your talk means nothing. What you do is who you are. Your actions show louder than your words.
You went around the circle, didn't you? You went back way? That's okay. Hey, as long as you got there, it's all that matters. All that matters is that you guys continue to support. We love it. Appreciate you guys without a doubt. God bless. We out. Peace.
Every City Sports Review is a classic. Click on the latest to see what happened. All facts and never capping. Don't be sleeping, maybe only napping. We do not fold, we are not some napkins. I don't mean to control you like a captain, but I'm just multitasking. So let's go click on the show so we can all fly high like a lad. Every City Sports Review show. Hey, with people you might know. You might learn something you ain't know. Every city, do you guys a flow? 502 is what you know. All I know is City Sports Review Show. I know you might be doing your work and stuff, but make sure you subscribe to the show.